Hello everyone and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. Where we last left off, we killed off most of the Venatori in the hissing wastes. We found the last key fragment and then we were heading to Fairel's tomb. Just to let you know, you may see that I am in a different area. I ended up just running back there, so then you wouldn't have to see me run back there. I also did a little bit of exploring to see if I could find that person I was talking about before, that sometimes you encounter in the hissing waste, but I couldn't find them. I did look it up, and it's apparently someone that you can meet randomly in the desert, and if you meet them 4 times they give you something or something like that, but doesn't seem to be coming up this time.
Almost every character is revealed as a spy or a traitor.
Wait, you read my book?
It was in the Inquisition library. Everyone but Donnan turned out to be in disguise. Is that common?
Are we still talking about books, or are you asking if everyone I know is a secret agent?
Are there many tricksters in dwarven literature?
A handful, but they're the exception. Mostly they're just honoring the ancestors. It's very dull stuff. Human literature. Now there's where you'll find the tricky, clever, really deceitful types.
Curious.
Not really. Dwarves write how they want things to be. Humans write to figure out how things are.
Yeah. It's down here. How do I get down there? Let's just jump.
What is that? It sounds like a dragon. There must be a nest nearby.
Final note. I was tracing heraldry etched on a wall when I noticed pictures of weapons with winged lizards worked into decorations. I spent the rest of the day translating the inscription. This verse was apparently passed down through Fairel's house. Or Fairel's. Yeah. Though his father to his father's father, and so on hundreds of generations. From the stone have no fear of anything, but the stoneless sky betrays with wings of flame. If the surface must be breached, if there is no other way, bring weapons against the Urtok and heed their screams. Urtok means dragon. Why was it part of an ancient crest? Why were these dwarves so worried about a monster they'd never see that they worked into their weapons? This place becomes more impossible every day. Interesting. And there's a body up here. Dwarven statue. It doesn't look like a dwarf, he's a bit too big. There's the dragon. I am not going to touch it because it is probably a big, massive, like, level higher than me. Plus it will be a boss character, so yeah, I'm going to leave it for now. Sandy Howler.
There's our dragon.
She's right between us and that building. Think she did that on purpose?
Maybe. She's asleep, so should be fine. Look over here first. They're so noisy. Right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go up to it. I'm going to lock onto it, but I won't attack it. I'll just see what level it is. Okay. Level 20. Nope. Nope, I'm running right by you. I'm so happy they made this an open area so you can just go around them. Stop playing the dramatic music, I'm not fighting it. Here it is. Shocker, I didn't have to fight the dragon. Hello? Ooh, is that the final mosaic piece? Yeah, that's a big ass book there. So we have gold, superb demon slaying, Bianca aiming 3 enhanced, Promise of the Storm, and superb ring of barrier penetration.
Never seen a room like this before. Is this what the Venatori were after?
Ah, you're holding the legacy of a paragon. Empires used to kill for them. Heck, they still do. Whatever it does, it's probably ancient and invaluable, so try not to drop it in the sand.
I thought you weren't interested in dwarven history.
If you want an encyclopedia entry, it may as well be from someone charming.
True, true. So, I forgot we had a level, but I think I might save it. I'm not sure yet. You know, save it for when I get the next class unlocked. But I might as well spend this one. Firestorm. You summon flaming meteors raining down from upon enemies all over the area for the next several seconds. I will take that. And Varric, get your artificer. I'm going to save again. I didn't level up. You. Here you go. You can have it in massive area damage when dispelling barriers and other beneficial effects. Right. Anything else here I need to know? Just the landmarks. I'm missing a landmark. I thought I discovered everything. I guess I might have missed something up here. Or something down here. I don't... Well, I will be coming back to beat the dragon, but I don't know. Right, here's what I'll do. I'll try to teleport here. I shall pause recording, and I shall get the next area, and when I get the next area, I'll come back and you can see where it is. Okay? So see you in a bit. Alright, I've been looking around for about 20 minutes now, and I still can't find a thing, so I think we'll just move on. So yeah, we'll stop here for now, and we'll go to the next place, which would probably be back to... Actually, let's go to the Forbidden Oasis so we can hand in those stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Stuff. About time. Right. Time to go in. There is a giant here. Why is there a giant here? Oh wait. What's inside you? A lot of stuff actually. More blood quotas. Alright, let's head back in. Don't go away. don't have time to fight spiders, I just want to go in, give in the shards, and then go. What? Oh. Such things have respawned.
Will be pleased.
Venatori. I suppose it was only a matter of time.
But why? Time to go away. We're the ones that found it first. Well, second. Check. Nope. But I can go to the other one, which is the Earth one, I think. Hello. Try and cross that. Woo, spirit resist. That's cool. Alright, can I equip anything that's better than what I have? No, no. Alright, time to go back home. Yeah! Home! And we're back finally. Right, now let's have a little look around before we head up. Sandra, got anything new to say?
Is there anything you need?
Nope.
Inquisitor.
Yep, that's me. Nope, still the same. Because it does change, don't get me wrong, it does change over time. Each time you do a different story thing. Gatsy, tell me the next one. Gatsy?
Stone met, Inquisitor.
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Here you go, Inquisitor. I wrote up some thoughts. Hope it adds to the effort.
The Mason's Tale's Sacrifice. There we go. No, that's different. There we go. From what I can figure, this one is called Sacrifice. I'll get back to that later, but 2 sculptures, and I'll get back to that sooner. The sculpture's gone to the trouble of faces. I'd guess she'd worked from portraits, which means they were people who considered themselves important enough to need them. They're seen as a classic example of don't do this, because the sculpture hates them. It's in the way it's carved, all fast, hard edges, uglier than they need to be, even for the average Tevinter, who, and this isn't just me mind, stands like a lanky vein of lyrium. But don't mistake that for sloppy carving. It's natural, practice. The carver knows Tevinter. Bet she is one, and it's self-hate probably. And obvious enough, there's skulls all over, and too big and horned. That brings to mind your Canary, and fair enough, right? Tevinters hate Canary and have ever since they showed up. No magisters want this mouth contradicted, let alone stitched, so it makes sense that they're there. Even that early, I suppose. Because this is probably that business of readying to invade the Fade, and giants with horns are good motivators to sodding hurry up. Odd thing, though, is that those two are not the only Canary in the carving. The one in the middle was sculptured with horns, and someone has gone into later and chipped them off. You can tell by the surface of it. Well, maybe you can't, but I can. Seen it happen time and again. Tastes change, and the ancestors' nudes are suddenly embarrassing. So in comes a new hand to paint on some clothes, and here, judging by the marks, to cut away horns and make the victim look human. Some proud new owner didn't want to throw out the antiquity, but also didn't want people to think Grandmama sliced up Canary. Looks like they didn't care if she kept their heads around, though. So, the carvers both wanted to show Tevinter being shits, but the later one didn't want to show what about, and that's usually to avoid blame or deny credit, or to be an arse, I suppose. True, true. Alright, anything new?
I can spare some time. What do you need?
Oh man.
Carry on. Another time, Varric.
Josephine.
Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
What's the next favor we need to get these Du Paraquets a lordship?
We need a judge of the royal court to procure documents acknowledging them as nobility again.
Okay. So first, let's have a look at the ones that we've just done. Or finished doing. It's taken a while. There we go. Alright, we've got 2 Inquisitor perks. So, maybe I can... Nope, okay. Anything for Inquisition, anti-evil tailoring, tempered flasks.
It's a bit cold in here, don't you think? We are in the mountains.
I'm more concerned about everything scattering whenever there's a draft.
Merchants will pay the Inquisition 10% more items to be sold. From an expanding network of contacts and whatnot, merchants will offer the Inquisition a 10% on their goods. Yeah, sure. Inquisition procurers can leverage the organization's reputation to purchase shipments of rare and valuable raw materials for crafting. Merchants eager to win favor from the Inquisition will give access to special offers from rare inventory. Underworld knowledge, detailed study of underworld customs and their brutal but practical applications, open up new dialogue options related to criminal activities and gains 50% for each code entry unlocked. Sure. Okay, so first, let's look at the ones we finished.
How are the rescue efforts? Have they found anyone alive?
Excavation is slow, as you can imagine.
Evangeline and I owe you our freedom, and indeed our very lives. I'm greatly saddened to hear what happened at the Conclave. I truly hoped so many good people. It is a tragedy. And our investigation took us to Renegade Templars using a strange new red form of lyrium. I had chagrined that they are powerful enough to subdue us, although the agents tell us that these red Templars serve as shock troops for the enemy, who has had both mages and Templars dancing to his tune. Evangeline and I need to recover from our wounds, and our presence at Skyhold will only cause tension with the rebel mages you brought into the Inquisition. Once we are healed, we would be honoured to serve. Presumably added by Cole. I asked you not to do this. I was upset until it saved them. This is good. Okay, deploy recent Evangeline. Okay, next is observing deadlock. Despite their intent to craft a political entity to oppose us, these noble families are too embroiled in their own conflicts to even acknowledge us. We have acquired some additional trading partners who are tired of waiting for a winner to emerge. Cool. Found a sponsor. Dearest Lynette, I was injured on the way back from the Conclave when this insane war erupted between the Apostates and the Templars. I made it to a decrepit inn just before the gash in my leg turned into a fever. Fortunately, when the Inquisition's people found me, they sent for a proper healer. I owe them my life, I'm certain. I told the Inquisition will deliver this letter to you, which is the first peace of mind I've had since the Conclave. Stay in the capital, my love, until I can come to you. Always, Ellery. Okay. There you go. Stop war between Navarra and Tevinter. Okay. Truth or Dare, dangerous game. Missing waste resources. Both Deathroot and Vandal Area, though they are rare and quite dangerous to collect. Deposit of Lazarite still exists in ancient mines. Navarite and Volcanic Aurum. Alright. Vended Cunaris. According to Dorian, while most Tevinter Magisters are not Venatori supporters, they will also not raise a finger to prevent the Venatori from wreaking havoc in the south. There are some, however, who see the cult for what it is and are trying to expose it. A Magister contact in Quinaris by the name of Meverus Tiliani is attempting to introduce a new law in the Imperial Senate which would see Venatori activity sharply curtailed in Tevinter. Dorian suggests that quiet Inquisition support for Mevaris would be beneficial and ultimately could drum up support from other Magisters fearful of what Corypheus represents. That's a long-ass time. You can send whoever. I mean, I might as well send Josephine because it takes the least amount of time. A whole hour less. I have contacts in Tevinter, although not many. Still trading a few favours could help this Magister a great deal.
At your service.
A job for the Valocast mercenaries. Adar, I heard you got promoted by the little sharp human and the red-headed one. How much are they paying you? Should I send Tarlock to check over your new contract? You know the first rule, never trust humans with numbers. Sorry, I got distracted. That's not what this message is about. The kith's getting restless. You can only spend so much time sitting on your ass surrounded by humans before you get a little bored. You're in charge of the hairy eyeball soldiers now, right? You can find us a job, quick, because if I have to listen to Karsus' attempt to put his poetry much longer, I'm going to cut him a second mouthhole somewhere south of the first one. Shokraka. P.S. There are 34 new sonnets Karus is waiting to perform when you get back, and I think he wrote a sestina. From now on, pretend you can't hear. They want to fight. We can send them on to some. We'll give them Cullen. We have several reports of demon attacks from Rist that Canary Blaze might solve. 36 minutes.
Alright.
Okay, and then next, Judgment, Movran's arrived. We have received word that Movran the Under has made good on your judgment of armed exile in Tevinter. He and his clan immediately staked a claim to a large section of land along the Imperial Highway at the edge of the Silent Plains. It is inhospitable and vacant, and they claim they are not interested in banditry or actively threatening anyone, beyond of course suddenly declaring that they now live within Imperial borders. Our Tevinter contacts say the relocation has caused significant concern among the Magisters. Well, seeing as Josephine's the only one left, miles to send her. If you simply want them present to unnerve Tevinter, it is possible to keep Movran's clan supplied without explicit ties to us. Sure.
Inquisitor.
That's fine. Do that. Another long loading screen. There we go. Right. All approved or a recent engine. It's fine, I can do that. Let's go to the Undercroft and see if we can make anything new. I also need to give anyone new better stuff that I have. So... Yep. Inventory, weapons, Warhammer can go in the thing. Right, Iron Bull, two-handed swords. Yeah. Much better. Wow, okay, we'll replace the lower one, which is the snake blade, and then put that in the valuables. Black wool, they're both the same. Dorian, we have is better. Sarah, what you have is better. Cassandra, better. Yep. Okay. Armor. Cool. What does it look like? I want to see. Wow. Hehe. Looks funny. 22, 31, 26. That's better. That. Skip. Sarah doesn't have anything. Cassandra has better already. Yep. Accessories. Twin fangs, sundering. Yep, that's fine. Okay, so that's fine. So I'll just do some other